When this announcement was made on 18th March, many university students living in hostels or renting accommodation thought it would be temporary and felt it was unnecessary to travel back to their villages.
Closing all the primary and secondary schools, pre-primary, as well as all the universities and tertiary institutions for 1 month.
A few days later, President Museveni announced the suspension on public transport, which is still on. The students, both national and international, are stuck in hostels, unable to get food, with their upkeep money fast running out.
When things toughen, I go like that, just like take warm water and sleep, wait for another day like that. Some have mercy upon me, give me what to eat. As life continues, the day I don't get, I sleep.
They are starving.
The Uganda National Students Association has registered over 700 students who are stranded in their hostels and rentals. These are around 210 in Gulu University, and these are in Gulu town in their hostels and rentals. In Banda and Chireka, we have registered around 180 students from Chambogo University and around 150 students from Makere University. In Chikoni, Wandegea, Chikumi, and the other neighboring areas.
These students mainly live in private hostels, and while they had paid up for the whole semester upfront, those who rent houses have to clear outstanding fees.
Uganda Christian University had informed the students that they would be doing an online exam. Most of the students went home, but some stayed around because, as you know, like in some parts of Uganda, they thought they could not access internet.
In a statement, Uganda National Students Association expressed fear that female students may resort to prostitution for survival. The UNSA Vice President called on the Ministry of Health and the COVID-19 task force to provide them with relief food.
Those that have been living and they're staying in Kampala and Wakiso, that they should have been able to receive or should be able to receive support of food relief that is being distributed. For those that are outside Kampala, perhaps they can contact the district task forces and see if there is any support that can be extended to them.
The issue prompted some students of Makerere University to address the press, calling on authorities to help their colleagues.
Some of our nationals are stranded in various places. Banda, girls have resorted to selling their bodies.
Police arrested them along with the journalists who attended the meeting. The students are now calling for an evacuation plan to be able to return home as uncertainty hovers over reopening of schools.
If there is any way these students could be transported back to their homes, we would really be glad.
In his latest speech, President Museveni said they are studying the possibility of reopening schools and public transport, but the risks of infection are still high.
You cannot say the schools open if you do not solve the issue of public transport. And if you allow public transport, what are the risks?
Some university administrators said they are planning to transport the students to their homes, but it's not clear when. And for many, any help is far too late. Efforts to get a comment from the Ministry of Education were futile, as top officials were still consulting. Edward Mhumza, NTV.